bring you guys my updated multicam airsoft loadout.
346.
Another one down.
What's going on, Airsofters? This is Auto Airsoft 10, and I finally have my airsoft review on the ASG CZ-P09 CO2 Blowback airsoft pistol. Let's get right into it. So when you order this pistol and you receive it, you're going to get in an ASG box. Really nothing special about it. It does protect the pistol. It's got a couple facts on the front to tell you about the pistol. But when you open the box up, you're going to find the pistol itself, a CO2 magazine. Yes, this comes with a CO2 magazine. You're also going to get a little label that's attached to your pistol from saying it's ASG. You're also going to get an Allen wrench so you can seal in the CO2 cartridge. You're going to get BBs, a little pack of BBs. You're going to get a thread protector, which is a really nice feature. You're going to get a warranty card. Make sure you guys fill that out and send it back to ASG. Your pistol will be covered for 3 months, which is really good. So if anything goes wrong in that 3 months with your pistol, they'll repair it for you or maybe replace it for you. I don't really know. Depends how serious it is. Anyways, it also comes with a manual. Now make sure you read that manual over. It has facts about the pistol and shows you what to do so you can actually shoot the pistol. But that's all you're going to get in the box. Now guys, I'm going to go over the externals of this pistol, starting from front and then going to the back. You do get a threaded tip. It's 14mm negative, which means it has counterclockwise threading. So if you want to put on a suppressor, you can do so. Now I usually don't like the look of suppressors on my pistols, but this is the only pistol I like the look. Obviously I don't have a suppressor on. I didn't really need a suppressor on this pistol. So I took the thread protector that comes in the box and I put it on the thread. So now my threads are protected. So if I fall or I scratch the threads up or anything, they are protected, so nothing will happen to them. Just in case I change my mind, I want to put on a suppressor. Moving back, you do get front and rear sights, one white dot in the front, and then 2 white dots in the back. Really nice to look down, easy to look down, and then easy to see your target. You get a full metal slide, you get a polymer lower, and it does have a rail, so you could put on a light or a laser of your choice. You do get a full metal trigger. Now this has single action and double action. By that I mean you could pull the trigger and the hammer will go back and you could shoot your pistol. I don't really see the point. I guess it might be good for some people if you don't want to cock your pistol, but I don't really see the point of it. Anyways though, the slide release is only on the left side. The safety is on both sides, so it's ambidextrous for you lefty shooters. Magazine release is only on the left side as well. Now, it does come with a lanyard on the bottom, so if you want to put a lanyard, you could do so you won't lose your pistol in the field. Indoors, you might not have to worry about it because you could probably find it if it does fall out of your holster or your pouch, whatever. But outdoors, I highly recommend a lanyard. It's going to be a little bit harder to find your pistol if it falls out. Now, I noticed they cut on the slide in the front. They actually cut it on angles. I don't really know why they did that. Maybe it's to make it a little bit lighter, but there are some grooves, so it's easier to cock the gun. On the lower, they have a lot of grooves cut out, and the grip is really nice to hold. They did that so you have better grip, obviously, so you won't, drop the pistol by accident. I think you can actually take out the back. There's these back straps. I think you can replace them. Don't quote me on that. I'm not really sure about that. I mean, it looks like it. But that'd be really good if you have bigger or smaller hands. You can get the right one if it actually does so. If you can actually do that. Now guys, I'm going to go into the internals of this pistol to actually take the slide off, rack it back, and then push out the slide catch. You're going to want to push that out and then the slide will come off. Now the internals are very solid. I really like it. But what I really like about this pistol is the hop up. Now other pistols that I own, they have like a dial hop up. And honestly, I don't think the hop-ups are great, the little dial ones. I don't really see the difference when I try to adjust it. I mean, I put the hop-up all the way up on my Elite Force TAC, and I really don't see the difference. But what I noticed what they did with this pistol, guys, they actually did like a screwdriver method where you take a little flathead screwdriver and you can adjust the hop-up. I believe clockwise is more, counterclockwise is less. I'm pretty sure about that. But I noticed that once I adjust it, it really stays in place to hop up, and I actually do see the difference in shots. So using heavier BBs, I can adjust the hop up and then get a little bit more range out of each shot. And then once you find that perfect hop up set, and then you can just put the slide back on and then put the slide catch right back in the piece, and then you're ready to go. A couple facts about this pistol. With .2 gram BBs, it's shooting about 340 to 360 FPS that I was getting when I did the chrono reading in my shooting test. Range, I was getting 60 to 75 feet. I mean, this pistol could shoot farther, but I had only .2 gram BBs in here. Now, I do like the flathead screwdriver that you use to adjust the hop up. And obviously, you do get the rail segment, like I said before, so you could attach your lights or lasers. You do get the threaded tip, the CO2 magazine that comes with it. Very solid, guys. I'm able to get in the summertime like 3 magazines, 3 full magazines. Each magazine holds 25 rounds. So I'm getting 75 rounds with just one CO2 cartridge, which is really nice. And it's shooting like 340, 350. You know, after a couple, once the magazine starts really going through. But yeah, I think that's really great for this pistol with the CO2 magazine. I believe you could use the green gas magazines. You know, the older CZ-P09 came with a green gas magazine. I think you could use the green gas magazines in this pistol. And then obviously the lanyard loop. So I definitely recommend that, putting a lanyard on it if you play outdoors. Now my pros about this pistol: threaded tip, rail segment, lanyard, does come with a CO2 magazine. I really like to use CO2. Very solid construction. Sights are easy to look down and hit your target. Easy to take apart and hop up. So easy to adjust, yet I think it actually really works. Now my cons about this pistol. These are really little things actually. My thread protector, it was a little hard to actually get on the threads. My dad has the same pistol, and it wasn't hard to put on his. Maybe it was just mine. It was a little hard to do that. Now, with the holster that I'm using, I think it's actually an HK45 holster, if you were wondering. I believe so. I'll correct it if I'm wrong about that. The front tip, actually, the front sight kept hitting the holster, and at one point, the front sight actually came off. Now, luckily, I was able to find it. It was only on the ground. I was shooting at home, luckily. And I couldn't actually believe it came off. So, word of advice, I would take some really strong glue, and one that works for metal, and I would just glue around the sight and make sure it stays on, guys. I mean, you really wouldn't want to lose that front piece. But besides that, I noticed the O-ring, but the white O-ring in there, the first one that was in there actually fell out at an outdoor field. Couldn't find it. Luckily, they're easy to replace, guys. That only happened to me once. It just fell out when I was taking out my CO2 cartridge, but I had no leaks so far. I've owned this pistol now for 4 months. But besides that, the only other thing I could think of maybe is that the lanyard loop is a little bit small. It's a little small. Now I have a pretty big lanyard, but I can still get it through. It's not really that big of a deal though. And then maybe the last thing is it's hard to load the BB sometimes because you can't really lock the spring down and then load your BBs. You kind of have to hold the spring down and then load your BBs, which is kind of a bother on the field. Your spring will loosen up, so now it's really easy to actually load BBs. So once you work it in, it will work really well. Oh, and the one other con that I'm talking about, when you put on a suppressor, I noticed you can't really look down the sights. I don't know, maybe they'll work on that. But I noticed when you put on a suppressor, you can't really look down your sights. You can't see anything because the suppressor's in the way. I'm surprised they didn't raise the sights, or maybe they didn't even think of it. But that's the only thing. I mean, you can still shoot. You'll be fine if you have a suppressor on. I mean, you're not going to be going for a really long range with a pistol. But those are my cons about this pistol. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed my review on the ASG CZ-P09. If you want to see the shooting test, I'll put a link to that video. So, hope you guys, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, stay safe. Please, guys, comment. I like to hear your feedback. I really do. I should have an unboxing video coming out soon. I have some items in there I'm so excited to get. I'm not going to tell you what they are, obviously, because then what's the point of the unboxing video? But make sure you guys subscribe. Remember, I will do the giveaway once I reach 1,000 subscribers. That's the number I want to reach, guys, 1,000 subscribers. Once that happens, I'll put out a video on how to enter. And I'm giving away this Walter PPQ spring pistol. It is a spring pistol, I know. Maybe if I grow even more, it will be a bigger prize. But if you are interested, make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you again for all the feedback and subscribing. Stay tuned for more videos. And just remember, this was Airsoft 10. I'll see you guys later.